Those attending the inquest into the mass stabbings at James Smith Cree Nation and village of Weldon heard graphic testimony today about how each person died. Things that might be hard for some of you to hear. The CBC's Jason Warwick joins us now from Melfort. Jason, what can you tell us about today?
Today, Sam, we heard from a forensic pathologist who examined and gave testimony about the autopsies that he conducted on the first 6 people. We'll be hearing about more of the victims tomorrow. But for those first 6 people, he talked about the very, very graphic, very medical, clinical details of their actual deaths, the number of times that they were stabbed, the locations, the depths, all of these really, really graphic details that were very, very difficult for the families to hear, and they did warn everyone in advance of that. The coroner said that there would be extra breaks in the morning, which there were, because he believed that the families and the community and the jury needed breaks from this incredibly difficult testimony. While they were giving this graphic, detailed testimony, the couple of dozen James Smith family members and community members who decided they were okay to attend, they sat in the audience, and it was clear that they were very emotional. And while they were testifying, these emotional support workers, these mental health support workers that have been brought in for this inquest, they're wearing these white, very clearly distinguished vests. They came and sat with these people and would put an arm on their shoulders, or pat them on the back gently, or offer them a tissue, or if they were overwhelmed, they would guide them outside to a private room where they could hear a summary later of the testimony. So again, a very difficult testimony, and we do not want to give too many graphic details, but to summarize, the forensic pathologist said that most of the people, in fact, all of the people that we heard about today, likely died within 10 minutes of getting wounded, and in some cases it could have been just seconds. And that's could be a key question that some families had been wondering. They had been wondering the timing of the assistance that arrived. Could it have been done faster? Would it have made a difference? And the pathologist said that most of these people actually died quite rapidly, Sam.
That's some tough stuff to hear. Jason, what are we expecting tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow we're going to hear more of these pathology reports. We're going to hear a little bit more from other corrections officials, and again, more about that emergency response. And so wide range of testimony expected, and then next week they're into the final few witnesses. After that occurs, which could be midweek, the jury will begin its deliberations, and it will be asked to come up with recommendations for ways to prevent these things from happening in the future, Sam.
Thanks so much for this, Jason.
You're welcome.
The CBC's Jason Warwick in Melfort tonight.